grape is frowned upon in the Bible is when you are harming or devaluing another man's property, because women were seen as property in the Bible.
So a lot of atheists get confused on this. If you're reading the Old Testament by itself, that's actually a religion called Judaism. However, if you're reading the Old Testament and the New Testament together, that's called Christianity. So if you're reading the Old Testament, that's really not Christianity. To find Christianity, you want to read the New Testament, such as this verse right here. The wife's body does not belong to hers alone, but to the husband. In the same way, the husband's body does not belong to his alone, but also to the wife. So Christianity does not teach that men own women, quite the opposite. It teaches that the wife owns her husband and the husband owns the wife. So it's a mutual owning and love and care for each other. But the ironic thing about atheists bringing this up is that atheism fully supports rape, it fully supports murder, and all kinds of atrocities. Those are all fine according to atheism. You see, because according to atheists, we're simply the product of evolution. And is there any right and wrong in the natural world? Absolutely not. Anything an animal wants to do to any other animal is perfectly fine, and that is the atheist worldview. So this is why you'll never see an atheist say that murder and rape and all these other horrible things are objectively wrong. What an atheist will say is it is subjectively wrong, but it is not objectively wrong. So atheists intellectually cannot say that the Nazis were wrong. They can't say that horrible communist China is wrong. They can't say that the Native Americans just killing and murdering other tribes is wrong. And this is why at bottom, atheists have no morality, whereas Christians have the objective morality of the Bible.
Alright, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Shamak. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and other great millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad. Okay? So with that, let's get into what you just saw, man, as far as this. Salakia. Alright, as far as the woman and the man. Alright, so there's a specific order that we follow. It goes Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the men, the women, and the children. Okay? And seeing that guy talking about that the man and the woman are this, that, and the other, but the man belongs to the woman belongs to the man. Obviously that's but it's more in depth with it too, because when it comes down to it, well, let me start off with this. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach Yahweh Shai is the Most High Yahweh." Okay? So with that cuts a lot of things, really. It cuts number one, it cuts that the woman and the man are not equal. Okay? The man is supposed to be a head. The man is the head of the woman. So the woman looks up to us like we are their God. Okay? So what's it? Let's see. And then that cuts as well that Yahweh Shai and Yahweh are the same, because You know, you have guys out, you have people out there, you know, crazy people talking about that Yahweh Shai and Mashiach and Yahweh are the same, um, you know, are one and the same, but it's not. Um, that's pretty much the point as far as this, that the head of the woman is the man. Okay, and then also showing you that the woman is the man's property is this. And this is the, and mind you, wait, let me see. And this is the New Testament, because the guy was talking about the New Testament. New Testament. That's all. That's all these Christians think about is New Testament, but they don't believe in the Old Testament. But the Old Testament again is not done away with. Okay, and I'm gonna get that. So I'm gonna try. Lord willing, I'm gonna get that. You know, I'm gonna tackle that. But this is First Peter chapter 3 and verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your husband, to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. Okay, so being in subjection. What is being in subjection? You know, in other words, you're being in submission. Okay, you're submitting to your husband. Okay, because what was Eve's job? You know, Eve was placed on this earth to what? It was for a helpmeet unto the man. Okay, it says, ooh, okay, good. It says Strong's G. It says, put under, be subject to, submit self unto, submit submit oneself to. Submit oneself to who? To the husband. Okay? So that cuts that, man. That women are and men are equal, because they're not, you know? Um yeah, that's talking about yeah. Um let me see. It says, let me skip down. It says, for verse 5, for after this manner in the old time the holy woman also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their husbands. And that's pretty much the point. um I got another one, I think. Submit. See what comes up. Oh wait, no. Right. I could get. Okay, this is the yeah. Okay, this is Colossians chapter 3 verse 18. It says, uh, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband." It says, "As it is fit in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them. Okay, it says to love your wife. That's true. You gotta love your wives. But how can you love someone that is not obeying you? The woman has to obey, you know, and listen to you and respect you. And not a lot of these women really respect you or respect men, you know, especially the Judite woman. But again, it says to submit. You don't see the man submitting to the woman. No, it's the woman submitting to the man. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord. Let me see. Yeah, let's go more into depth to it. All right, so let me get I can get. I mean, I pretty much quoted it. The fact that Eve's purpose. What is Eve's purpose? Eve's purpose is to bring life, and she brings life through her husband. Okay, she's nothing without the man. Okay, and long story short, the yeah, it was and mind you, again, Adam was formed, then Eve, and that's another thing. Wait, let me get that. Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna get it, but it goes into something else. But it's kind of the same thing as far as this, that a woman. I may as well get it. Yeah, cause I stopped there real quick and seen and read it, but I'll just read it. It says, oh yeah, I could talk about this too because you see in Christianity, yeah, that's real heavy, especially like Christianity has nothing but women in it, okay, and women are, you know, they it's a lot, man. But long story short, and this is what it is. It says, First Timothy chapter 2 verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Okay, with all subjection. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority. Nor to assert authority over the man, but to be silent. Okay, so don't, and that's because why? Because the man is the head of the woman. You should not see a woman buck up against a man, any man. Okay, because I remember listening to something yesterday. A woman, you know, some of these women out here, man, really think that they can go toe to toe with a man. You're crazy. You know, a teenage boy can literally beat up a grown ass woman. Okay. So again, let me read it again. It says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, neither to assert authority over the man, but to be silent. Let me look up assert or usurp. To usurp or usurp. Yeah, usurp or usurp. This is it says one who with his own hands has killed another. That doesn't bring anything with it pretty much, but okay, to govern or exercise dominion over. Okay, that's a little something. But long story short, yeah, exercise dominion over. Long story short, you can't be thinking that you're better than the man when the man is better than the woman, and that's why the Lord made the man as he is. It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay, so really, the woman, which Eve, she got deceived, and then Adam later on got deceived because he followed after the woman. Okay, it said, and that's today, man. You know, Eve is just like in the garden. She's going after these trees and everything like that, which these trees represented men. Okay, and she followed after, she was listening to the serpent, which is the devil. Okay, and yeah, man, she was getting this knowledge from different things, and she should have never done that. And this is today. You see Eve, you see these women on social media getting all this getting all this stuff, from all this information, and then come to you on some bullshit. Why aren't you doing this? Why that and they come out of nowhere with it. It's like, what the heck? And it has their mind bugged out, and then also they're easily influenced with a lot of other things, buying other things and trying to look. They go into that, it's a lot. Oh, I'm ugly and this, that, and the other, and then trying to compare themselves to other women because they see other women on TikTok, and their lifestyle, and they want that lifestyle and everything like that. It's a lot of bull stuff, man. It says, notwithstanding, shall she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in the faith and charity and holiness and sobriety. Holiness with sobriety. Well, that's pretty much the point. So yeah, man. When it comes down to it, the woman is in subjection to her husband. Okay. There's no confusion there. There shouldn't be any confusion there. No woman is gonna be above me. Okay, they're not gonna be. And that's the problem with today's society. You have women that are in high authority seats, and you have to listen to this woman, which you can easily mess up. You can easily, like, which is weak. They're weak, the weaker vessel, as the scriptures say. They're the weaker vessel. So it's like, but you have to they're put in a high seat now, to where, again, that's a part of the curses. It says what? Women rule over you, as the scriptures say. So yeah, man, Esau gotta go, man, because everything is backwards. But as far as the woman being above the man, that is not the case. It's the man above the woman. So with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all the praise, all the honor, all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, I say Shalom.